Yo, streamers. Yo, yo, you guys. Welcome, welcome. Ended up with a little bit of daylight. Figured I should go for a walk, get some exercise. I've been sitting a lot more than usual. We do have Gastly nest here, you guys. It's kind of crazy. We actually got blessed in Sacramento for once. We actually got a Gastly nest. Oh crap, I need to do a trade. Also, I got make 3 great throws, which is Gastly research. So let's see if we can pull that off real quick. Dang it, missed my great throw. Whew, it's cold out here, you guys. I didn't bring my big jacket. It's actually a little bit too cold to be out here. Dude, I'm gonna have a hard time hitting this Mantine with a great throw, that's for sure. I don't even know if I can hit that. Rain fried my charger, I'm mad. Oh dear, were you playing some organic Pokémon GO, Chloe? Are you coming over back to the light side? Are you coming back to the Jedi? I really feel like it's just like some people, you know, like some people like the Sith, and they're like, yeah, the Sith are cool, I'm down with the Sith, and some people are like, nah, I'm a Jedi, you know, I'm just a straight Jedi over here. So, you know, to each their own. To each their own. Let's see if I can hit these great throws. Only nice so far. Whew, it's cold out here. 150 mischievous at the nest. I haven't even seen a mischievous, like, period. Get rid of that thing. We'll get the great throws on this thing. Lastly, I had a dentist appointment today that went shorter than expected, so I had some extra time.
I love when they're short.
I was expecting them to drill, and I was like, you know, but then drilled, so.
Yes, I have an appointment every month. Damn it. I have all these tiny cavities.
Wow.
Nothing new though. No.
It won't be most days, except.
I saw your header about you not fighting in raids anymore.
Yeah. I won't have time, you know, unless they give me a weekend pass.
Yeah.
Unless they give me, which or past, like past, you know, like 6 or 7 o'clock. I could probably do that.
How about 6 o'clock on
Oh, did you get one around that time?
Yeah, it's the
That's
latest
funny.
one I've ever had. 6 o'clock here. I offered it to another best friend yesterday. He didn't respond. I mean, it's like, too late.
Yeah, I barely used my invite this morning.
You were not alone. There was somebody else I ran into later who was at another raid who forgot about it.
Yeah. It's a cool feature, but it's like, I barely have time to get to this thing. I don't know anybody who actually has time to get to these things.
I've always been complaining about the timing during the week. They're having it during the week, during work hours.
Yeah, I mean, it makes no sense. But then, like, my friend Avoli works weekends. His weekend is Wednesday, Thursday, or something like that. So it's like,
If they could option them out better, you know, after work hours would be better.
yeah.
After work for most.
The big thing is that the idea that a 45-minute window is accommodating
The 13th.
the whole world.
Supply.
I've seen that would work for me, you know. I'd be happy with that, but then there's people that won't work for, you know.
I will. Right now.
Yeah, I don't have a pass right now, and I mean, I really don't want any. I'm kind of just like, meh, on that whole system. And I guess if they put out shinies or something, you know, people would get pretty stoked.
You should lose. L-O-O-S-E. I can't ever remember how to spell that.
No, L-O-S-C. Oh wait. You lose.
Yeah.
You snooze, you lose.
Yeah.
He's gonna be like, what are you trying to say?
I'm just gonna put too late.
This Gastly nest is pretty beast.
I haven't got it.
I didn't even know it was Gastly nest over here. I thought it had rotated away.
Oh, no.
I thought it changed because somebody told me that the nest rotated. But I knew it was for a short time. But I thought they rotated. And then somebody asked me the other day who lives in Davis, is it Gastly? And I was like, I came here today. I was like, oh my God, it is Gastly.
I've cut hundreds in here to look for a shiny one.
That's how you do it. That's the only way to do it.
Now he answers. Oh shoot, that's okay. Too bad. All we had to do was respond when I sent it.
A simple response goes a long way.
Yeah. You know, within the first 24 hours. Alphabetical. Oh, you're organic. Hi.
Hi.
Sometimes I think my brain is shrinking by the
Come on, Shiny Wilmer. Come on, Shiny Wilmer. Pogo Dad, what's up, my dude? Day's going good. Went to the dentist, teeth are all clean.
There you go.
Shout out to Scarlet Guardian, a no shine on the Whalmer. Oh well.
I still don't have.
Oh, you invited me.
Yeah.
Well then, thank you. Well, you guys, I guess maybe I will do one of those EX raids again after all. This one's at 6 p.m. I can actually make it to that time, so I mean that's perfectly reasonable for me. Oh, thank you.
That's it. Now that we can. Ultras.
You guys, the dentist was good. I go to Smile Art Dentistry in Sacramento, and they are like the best. I love them. You'd think I'd have a better smile for someone who goes to a place called Smile Art Dentistry, but
I'm sure they could do it up.
yeah,
if
they
had
could.
the money.
Yeah, exactly. They could if I had the money. Exactly. They're the best. I just love them, but they just handle me really well. I have to be handled well, you know.
Yeah. I think every dentist should learn that.
I must be handled well. All right, do not handle me unwell, or you won't see me again. Especially in the dentist, because I do not like most of the things that they have to use to do their work.
Yeah.
I don't like any of them, actually.
Oh, yeah.
The little mirror thing's okay until they start tapping it. But they're good. They don't tap with that thing. I went to this one guy. He's just like banging everything. I'm like, dude, you're trying to break my teeth so you can fix them. It's not going to work that way, buddy. Let me get any shiny while I'm here. I saw somebody on Twitter hatched a shiny Shinx. Thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah. I hatched one and Raid Bob's one.
Oh, you did both?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
And then traded one.
I mean, that's really amazing to actually get them both ways.
Well, I think I get luckier on the sync because I do 100 plus day every week.
Yeah. Oh, you think it was one of those eggs?
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be cool.
I've gotten 3 rivalries.
I can't get any of those eggs because I just never have a slot on the one particular time when it does its thing.
I empty mine completely, just on the off chance that one day they'll slip up and unload it.
How many is the most you got?
2, just 2.
2 eggs off of the weekly thing. I mean, that's impressive still. And they give you good Pokemon. That's what's so cool.
Not the 5Ks. I haven't got a good one out of
Only the 10Ks. Still though. A Golduck from research?
Yeah. I got 3 of those today. It was one of the last things I needed for the Pokédex in Let's Go.
Oh!
Yeah.
That's
I
awesome.
couldn't find the duck or
Cerulean Cave spawns them, but that's after it's post game.
No, I'm at a pond. I can't find a duck or a Psyduck or a
You should be able to get a Goldeen here eventually.
Yeah.
I have a research for traded Pokemon. Would you trade me something?
What?
I really don't care.
Maybe. Why not? Or a
Yeah, actually, yeah, if you have one.
I hate just discarding them.
I'll lobby up because I'm already on you. I got 2 Ultra Balls and 2 Great Balls from your gift just now. That's one of the best I ever got. And no garbage that I delete anyway. Alright, I'm in lobby.
Why not? Or Magby? Or
I do have Lucky Magby. I'll take Why Not. You want a Porygon?
No, I have a Lucky Magby.
Okay.
I have a Lucky Husky.
I caught Porygon wild downtown the other night.
Really?
It was during the last minutes of the event, of the community weekend event. Oh, you want a Meltan?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't have a Lucky Melt.
Let's do Meltan for Meltan. Do you have any?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, then I'll give you something else for now. You want a Feebas?
I don't want that Porygon.
No, I'm gonna trade it. You want a Feebas?
Sure.
Okay.
So, for the Why Not?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we'll do Meltan for Meltan since it's special.
So, let's give you a bigger one.
Yeah, I would love to get Lucky Meltan. I think they're gonna take it away. I think they're gonna fix it. You shouldn't be able to trade that thing. And they made a boo-boo the other day, which I don't know if it was real or not, but I saw pictures of people with Lucky Deoxys. They said that when they...
too.
I saw the pictures, and you can unlock the game and get anything to show Lucky and Shiny. That's how people do those videos. They're just running unlocked versions of the game, and it has the whole Pokédex unlocked. And that's why it always shows them with like 999 catch count, and that's how you can tell that they're not real.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So those are out there. I don't know if that's what that Lucky picture could possibly be. Because people...
Shinies, Crawls just put out a new post about 3 new Gen 4 shinies. Did you see it?
No.
It was Tangela with a shiny version, Yanma with a shiny version, and one of them I didn't know what it was. I remember the third one. So there were 4.
Interesting. You want to do Meltan?
Okay. Yeah, I just saw that a few minutes ago. This one, here we go, this 76.
Not bad.
Get to open my box tomorrow.
I was checking up mine. I think I'm like a day or 2 away from it too. Still haven't got anywhere near the 400 candies.
Oh, this is special stage. I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's why I was like, we have to do Meltan for Meltan, otherwise you won't be able to give me one for the day.
Come on, lucky.
That'd be so freaking sweet. Ooh, not quite.
It's a weird background.
Steel type for his background?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I guess so.
Good trades.
More candy.
Yep, exactly. Oh, there's a Shinx raid. Oh, that's far.
Want anything else? Why not?
Yeah, I'd take him. I'd take him.
I hatched like a madman.
I hatched 3, or I mean, I got 3 Feebas from research that were all 116. Are you keen on Feebas?
No.
Okay.
Because, well, I am sort of, but I mean, I
Oh, you want my
shiny
Shedinja?
one. We could. Oh yeah. We could.
Check for a different Why Not that has more distance on it, because I would like to
I
get
don't
the.
have any distance ones.
Oh no.
They're all. Oh well. That's true.
No, it's okay. It's not the end of
I
the world.
could. I might.
I still haven't got my Shedinja.
Yeah. You know what? I probably do.
I might have another Shedinja to get rid of. I'm not sure. I think it'd be cool to get lucky Shedinja.
Yeah.
Just because it's so random. You're supposed to get Shedinja as a byproduct of when another Pokemon dies or something like that. It's some weird thing. And the way that they served it in this game makes no sense. When you catch it, you get 5 candies because it's an evolved form technically, but it doesn't evolve. So, like for the story in Pokemon GO, it makes no sense that it gets 5 candies.
Back out.
Very strange. Any Ralts?
Let me back out to check these.
Okay.
The distance.
I'll check the.
I know I have.
I'll just check Shinies ones. Yeah, because the friendship eggs.
Yeah.
We're hatching them there for a while.
I'm sure I have some from Hong Kong, Germany.
115 Feebas just now. I don't know what the perfect is. It's got to be close to what Magikarp is, though.
Yeah, and what is that now?
Magikarp used to be 125 for a perfect, but I'm not sure if it is now.
It isn't. If you get those, and it's not. But I've got huge ones here lately. 235. I've never seen one over 200 before this last event.
Yeah.
Why not? So it's taking a minute.
That's alright.
Sacramento. Thank you.
I'm just praying that I get lucky with the shiny Gastly randomly. And it's a good nest. I mean, it's possible. Arden Arcade?
It just says arcade. I have one from Rockville, Maryland. That's the furthest one. Let's do that one.
Okay. Do something good for that one. My first trade of the day the other day. Caught a Slackoth in the house on both our accounts, traded it and got lucky. So I actually have lucky Slackoth now. Did you see that if you put 50 candies on your Pokemon, you can unlock a second move?
Oh, is that how much it's going to cost?
Yeah, so 50 candies and you can unlock a second charge move on your Pokemon.
Yeah, you're talking about Pokemon GO, right?
Yeah.
Raids and battles.
Yeah, for PvP, that's what they showed, but I assume it'll go to raids. Are you waiting on me? Okay, I'll come.
Yeah, I just read that today, but it didn't say what it would cost.
Yeah, 50 candies. That's not too bad. Do you need Ralts? Okay.
For a lucky draw.
I have quite a few Ralts I can send over. They haven't done their community day yet, so I'm gonna stockpile candies.
Right.
Plus, there's gonna be a female and male version. If they do community day, they have to do that first. It'll be so lame to have a non-male version for community day.
Because that one evolution is male, right?
Yeah. Oh, we did it.
Yeah.
We did it.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh my God, you guys, we just got lucky. Lucky, why not?
Best HP best.
It's perfect. It's perfect. It's perfect. Oh my God, it's perfect.
That's awesome.
Dude, it's perfect.
That was a 93.
Woo!
88.
It's perfect.
Nice.
HP attack defense blown away. Oh my God, I've never seen such a thing. This is the best.
Too bad you can't trade that.
Oh man, see now I don't know if I want it to be Wobbuffet because I don't. They might have strategic. Wobbuffet is so good in the main series.
Right.
It's crazy.
And you,
But it's because it has the status moves that buff it.
you don't know.
I don't know if it's going to be worth it, and the
Okay.
100 why not is really cool.
You want more why nots or not?
You know, now that I have the lucky one, I'm good. I have to move on. But if you need to offload them, I don't mind. But
No, I could do it with someone else.
somebody else might appreciate it more since I'm kind of
Exactly.
good. As long as you
You're
don't like
perfectly good.
need the bag space, because I want to leave you hanging.
Good.
Dude, I can't believe that. I just got a perfect lucky the other
That's
day
only
on the surf.
Second perfect lucky I've seen.
Really?
Yeah.
I've gotten
Well,
two
that
like
I've been involved
in a
with.
few weeks. But I don't. That's all my luck right there. Now my luck has been purely dried up.
Good.
God, that was awesome. I low-key want to evolve it just because then I'll lucky dex the Wobbuffet.
Exactly.
But I'm like, well, it is a perfect why not? That's
Yeah.
pretty
Well, and there's
rare.
nothing you just out trading why not? I'll tell you.
Yeah, honestly, I'm lucky that you hatch as much as you do. I mean,
Ton of 'em.
it's weird that you have so many of them.
Catch my ass off.
Every once in a while, I'll get somebody who can trade like a baby.
Yeah,
Dude, I
I've
can't-
only had 74 this week so far. It's usually in the 120s.
I can't wait to trade Deoxys. They really need to fix that.
Well, what is the deal with that?
It's just useless. They made it to where you can't trade mythicals when mythicals were only in special research.
But you can transfer it. I mean, it doesn't make any sense.
Well, they don't want people to make a whole bunch of accounts and get like 6 Mews
Yeah.
and get like 6 Celebies because that's what they were so worried about at that particular time. It feels like they're worried less about it now, but yeah, they don't want you doing that with Mew, so you can't trade Mew.
Yeah.
But
well,
you
I
can
see what
trade
you do, but-
you can trade Meltan, so it's like
Yeah.
what are you talking about? Like this makes no sense. Because I want to trade these Deoxys. I've only got about one that I'm gonna power up. Mewtwo is a really like all the way through like Generation 8, it's a competitive Pokemon. So Mewtwo's I'll power up one that's not even that good, but Deoxys is not at that level where it's so well rounded. It's glass cannon, you bring it in for certain situations.
I
It's
have
not just like
one that powers up to 1498 or 99, one or the other, right up to the margin of the elite.
oh yeah. See, that's what I'm thinking about doing too, having those Pokemon just not all the way powered up, right to the margin.
That one doesn't have Shadow Ball, but I think I'm gonna jam it to Ice Moon.
Are you learning the difference between Pokemon GO TMs and real TMs now? It makes no sense that you can't just get a Shadow Ball TM and teach it to every Pokemon that you want to have Shadow Ball. It's
I
like,
was just going through the bag for the very first time and Let's Go, looking at all this stuff in there and what it's used for. Because I did the Elite Four again and made it through the first 3, but not the 4th one.
pretty good money though?
Yeah. Oh yeah. That helps a lot. That helps a lot.
Once you do Elite Four, you're actually stuck and you can't exit, you can't escape rope, and you have to go through the 4th battle.
All right. I know.
Unless you didn't save, and you don't want to save. So, yeah, I got myself stuck there. I was trying to give somebody a mystery box and I couldn't leave the Elite Four. Like, wait a second.
Yeah, it's win or, well, it's win or lose. You gotta go all the way, which could be cheating. a long time.
Yeah. Fainting 6 of my
Yeah.
Pokemon is like, okay.
How can I faint him the quickest?
Well, at first I was healing him, and then I realized, oh my god, I'm
Yeah.
not going to win, and I need to stop, and I'm wasting more time. But that shiny Mewtwo, my god. Very pleased with that.
Well,
Still.
you deserve it after all the work you have to go through to get it.
It was worth it. I got lucky though. I mean, I didn't realize how lucky I got. I got really lucky. I did it quicker than most people have done it. Some people have done it faster, but I was competitively fast. I'm one of the fastest in the world to get it. That I'm aware of, at least.
Yeah,
that I'm aware of.
Between 40 and 2,000. Stretch that people have done.
Yeah, 2000 was the one that I heard today that I was pretty impressed with. Because the person who told me I trust them, that's how many they did, you know?
I would have took a hammer to the whole thing.
It takes a while. It's like, and you have to really be doing it. It's not like you can do it passively. Like you're sitting there and that time is for that purpose.
Exactly. Well, and that's part of my problem is that I'm so goal oriented that I don't want to quit till I'm done.
You won't stop. That's what I did with Mewtwo, and I was like, please don't let me be here for a week doing this, please. But that's why I did like full, like, there were 7-hour streams. That's like a full-time job trying to get that friggin' thing. There were 7-hour streams.
Yeah, playing both games is slightly more than I can bear.
Yeah, during winter, I'm having an easy time juggling them, but I think in summer, I'll probably play more Go, and during winter I'll play more Let's Go, and it'll just be kind of natural like that. But today's a fabulous day, so I was like, I gotta get out here. I really didn't expect to even have this time available.
Yeah, I was going to get dressed earlier. It got too hot. Now it's cooling off.
I was freezing earlier.
Yeah, when the sun's out, I really like
it. Sun's out, buns out.
Okay.
Not in Sac though.
I haven't heard that phrase before.
We used to go to Dolores Park.
Oh God.
You know, we call it
everything's out there.
We call it Dolores Beach because all the boys would be out tanning, you know, right up on that lip, you know, the hill.
Yeah.
But that was good times. That was always good times. We used to party a lot there. It's so expensive to live in the city, but I always tell myself one day if I like get crazy rich off the channel, I might actually head over to San Francisco and just eat the cost and enjoy the lifestyle, you know. But I'd have to live really far up the hill, and I'd probably never come down.
Right.
I wouldn't.
Oh, there's so much riffraff there now.
Oh yeah, too much. And it's so expensive to live there. I'm like, how do you guys even afford to be riffraff here? Like, I can't even afford. Like, I don't know. I guess, I don't know.
I mean, even buying food there for poor people is outrageous.
Yeah, gas. I mean, everything.
Yeah, all of it.
You want to do that outer loop?
Yeah. I'd love to live somewhere in that banana belt area where plants grow so well. I'm really good at that.
Yeah. I was always fond of Upper Mission, like Noe Valley, but you know, very expensive, but it'd be worth it. Once you get far enough up the hill, the Mission is just, it's turned into such a parade. But you just keep going up the hill. Gets better. My sister lived in Noe Valley though, so that's why I'm probably fond of it. She lived in the Mission and then she lived in Noe Valley, which is ironic. What is hatch 5 eggs research?
It's the fancy.
Oh really? Oh, I should probably do that.
I just did it.
It's gonna take me forever. Maybe I'll buy some coins. Oh, I have 217 coins. Alright, I'm gonna get an incubator. Oh, wait, I have 200 coins. I have to buy a bag upgrade. This is no joke. This is no joke, you guys. This right here I've been saving these coins. I don't have enough Pokemon storage. There we go. There we go. Can't be getting no incubator. Gotta get that Pokemon storage.
How much storage do you have now? Maybe max?
I think I'm at like
2,000?
850 or something like that. Yeah, I've been taking baby steps on this account. I got like a really big donation, and one day I just bought like 10 upgrades on it or something like that, and that's when I got most of them. I should have just maxed it out, but I'm trying not to spoil myself.
Yeah, the upgrade for me was maxing it out, and it just makes it that much harder to clean it out.
If I had 2016 Pokemon still, there's no way I could not have it maxed out. But I mean, I've only got since, like, I don't have a single Pokemon older than 2018. It's crazy. I mean, I haven't caught that many good Pokemon,
wow.
But I finally did hit the limit. But now that you can sort by CP,
yeah,
I'm sorting by lowest CP. I'm like, I did not realize I had so many 10 CP Pokemon that were I just forgot to transfer them, and I don't know, they're not that old, but they're old enough, I guess, where I don't see them. I was clearing those things out, and I kept checking the dates, and I'm like, wait, I don't need to check the dates. I don't have a single Pokemon older than 2018. There's no way they can become lucky through their oldness. So, yeah, I was just letting them go. Because if they were good IVs, I would know, because I IV everything. But it's weird that I IV'd it and didn't. Well, unless they're gacha. They could be from gacha or something.
Used to keep trying to do that,
No.
I used to.
Sometimes I do, but
I used to keep 10 to 11.
I sort of like my baby battlers. I used to have a baby battler series, like mini Machamps and things like that. Stuff that makes no sense, but haven't got too many of those. I mostly have baby shinies.
Minimon battles?
Yeah. Had some fun episodes for a while.
Yeah,
I knew people who saved them too, so it was funny. Just the weird stuff that people would save. I would hear every different variation of what people collect. But that's when I started to realize it's a collector game. But now PvP's coming, but no rankings.
Yeah.
But it's gonna come later, supposedly. And I'm like, yet again, you guys spend 2.5 years on a feature and it's not finished when you launch it. Seriously.
Oh, I think it's gonna run into some serious glitches.
Glitches.
Their way of doing code is making us spaghetti.
Yeah. They only seem to go forward, never backward.
Well, we keep adding on the problems, and one day it's just gonna melt down.
The big thing that I'm starting to hear now is everybody rekindling the how do you feel about trackers conversation, how do you feel about spoofing conversation. Is it fair that these people have these Pokemon and they're obviously going to be the most competitively advantaged people, whereas other people, don't have other stuff.
Yeah.
So that conversation is starting to heat up on Twitter. I saw at least like 5 posts about that today alone, and polls that were getting a lot of votes. It's interesting, most people don't care or have taken a non-controversial opinion just so they don't have to talk about it anymore, I think.
There's nothing any of us can do about it.
Yeah, well, it's all in Niantic's hands. They're either gonna ban and level the playing field, or they're gonna, and plus anybody who gets high up in the leaderboards can expect heavy scrutiny.
Check,
Yeah, heavy scrutiny. Yeah. They're definitely gonna get a check.
Yeah.
And if they see whatever activity they see.
That actually smells good, whatever it was.
Black 'em out. Guaranteed. My buddy used to smoke them when I was a kid. They're not really expensive at all. They're actually fairly cheap, but they're hard to find fresh. A lot of people break them up and roll blunts out of them, but they taste so good that oftentimes, if you don't have anything to roll a blunt out of, you just smoke a Black 'em out. Because sometimes you have them, but they really need to be fresh. If they're stale,
maybe that's why it smells so good. Fresh.
Yeah, there's very few tobacco products that I actually enjoy the smell of. Black and Milds, or that's the one. I like cloves too, though. I'm weird. I like cloves. I don't even think they're tobacco, though. Right?
No, it's fine. I like cloves.
Cloves are okay. Yeah. My buddy who used to smoke them was like the tallest, palest, like white guy, and he looked exactly like Marilyn Manson. And every Halloween he would dress up as Marilyn Manson. And he like would go, I mean, he's a big fan, so he would go all out, and he looked like it, and it was scary. Like, and like he's kind of like a teddy bear. It's like so scary, but he's like the nicest dude ever. And we just loved him, and he would do that many years.
10K egg, what do I get? That's Jesus.
No, I got trap pinch the other day, and you know me, I hatched like one egg. And I was like, oh great, I got my recorder and everything, and there it was. I saw on Twitter somebody had posted a non-shiny, it didn't show the shiny blue, it was a purple Gastly, and it had the sparkles and it had the little shiny icon, and it didn't look photoshopped or anything, but it was just purple, and I was like, is that a glitch or?
It doesn't look much different.
Well, I was.
They actually changed it to make it more different than it originally was, and still.
Oh, maybe it was an older picture. That Gastly back there, 159, was actually pretty good.
I'm looking at it
I have
here.
better, but so I didn't keep it. It's too small.
Yeah. Many of them. Oh, that's one of the things I wanted to ask you.
What's up?
How many of these Pokemon should you transfer into Go Park?
So I'm doing
just 25, so you can chase them around and do that thing. And what good is that?
I'm just doing Dex.
Okay.
So
You can't put too many, but
you could just fill another Go Park.
Well, you can fill them all quickly.
So there's one strategy. You could transfer in 31 Mewtwo's and get a 31 catch chain on Mewtwo. If
Like
you have
catching in the Go Park?
in Go Park, yeah, it changed them.
Oh, I didn't know
So,
that was
and they're a little bit easier to catch in Go Park, and when they run, they don't really run, although it does break your streak. But you could run from the Pokemon before you break your streak. I found that out. You can run away from the experience, and it doesn't defeat your streak.
I you could get a catch string in there.
Yeah, you can. I watched somebody do it. So once you beat the game and beat the Elite Four, and then you go and catch the legendaries, they can spawn in the wild. And actually, you could still get legendaries in the wild. 1% chance in certain areas, and they're flying, so you have to be flying to see them. But with a lure, and well, what I saw this one person do was transfer in 31 Moltres, catch all 31 Moltres, get the catch streak, and then go out and see if they could get Moltres in the wild, because it increases the encounter rate. It didn't work for them, but I could tell they were pretty impatient and didn't put the work in on the video and actually look. So they just wanted to make the video and get the clickbait and be done. So they did get the catch streak, which takes an incredibly long time. It's probably a 2-day project, which is what they should have done. But if you turn off your console or you soft reset your game, it kills your streak. So you can't go get a Mewtwo streak and then go and soft reset the game over and over again, unfortunately. But you can put your console to sleep while the game is not closed. Leave it overnight, and then you can open it back up and still have your, catch streak. So that's possible.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have one room full of Dratini, 50 Dratini.
Get your Dratini streak,
it was just fun to see him in there and have him following her around.
You have the Dratini blessing. You get a lot of them.
Yeah, it was from Community Day and this last one.
Oh, yeah, because they had them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't really see any other benefits aside from you can catch streak in there. I don't think you can get a shiny in there. I don't think so.
I transferred shinies in there and caught them, but they didn't count in the deck catch. I had to catch a regular one. Pretty sure that's how it worked.
Huh.
I'd love to get a shiny Krabby.
Yeah. That's one of the ones that I'm weirdly, can't wait to get that thing.
I mean, there's more of them out here lately, but
I continue to get a drip water spawn inside my house. Today I got a random, what's that? Tentacle.
yeah.
It's like, what are you doing here, buddy? None of my neighbors have pools and they're not marked on the map. That's sometimes I see big enough pools in the Bay Area.
Marked on the map?
Yeah, that are marked on the map. Yeah, we dog sit some rich neighborhoods. Some of them are just elegant. They have large plots and they've filled in a lot of it with pool. But they spawn water. They spawn good water. Yeah, it's pretty funny. But the Bay spawns water anyway, but I get water spawns in like Clefairy Dragonite spawn location. So I'm like, you guys are biome blended and one of them's water and then you have your higher elevation for Dragonite.
Well, I certainly do appreciate the diversity of spawn that they have out now.
Yeah, it's much better. I think that's what they were referencing when they said that they fixed everything. And I completely agree. I mean, if that's what they did, I notice it. I'm getting a diversity of spawns now.
Yeah.
So, good improvement.
It makes it a little less boring to go catch the same things over and over.
So what day is December 13th?
You know, that I don't know. Let's see.
Today's the 6th. So it'll be 7 days?
During the week, let's see. Yeah, it's today, Thursday.
Yeah, today's Thursday. Yeah, it's a good time for me. I'll be there. Even with like the worst traffic imaginable, it doesn't take an hour to get here from where I work.
Where are you? Where is that?
It's off Watt. It's not too far out. My old job was off Madison. That was really far out.
Yeah, that's a commute right there.
It wasn't bad if the traffic moved and you could hit, 60, 70, 80 like you should be able to hit on any California freeway. And even going 80, the cops pass you. They won't pull you over unless you're switching lanes a lot. But I mean, like, I've never been pulled over for doing 80. I've always been passed.
You're going with the flow. You're okay.
Yeah, and I'll scoot over and let them go because I know they got important work to do and it's not pulling me over. So I just scooch over, let them go. They never bug me.
Yeah.
Usually slow down a little bit. And
they're looking for erratic, dangerous people who are
yeah.
slaloming down.
My cousin taught me that in San Diego, and you can live by that. I mean, they just won't really mess with you in California if you're just staying in your lane. But yeah, it would be like 15, 20 minutes, but then if traffic hit, that Madison commute could be like an hour. It was crazy sometimes. Anytime there was rain, it was bad. So this is half of it, and it's totally doable. In fact, sometimes it routes me home on surface streets if there's a wreck or something.
Yeah,
and
I love that.
It's not even far. I'm like, whoo, I work close to home, so that's nice. But it is kind of in the middle of nowhere. There's nowhere to eat.
Oh.
Yeah, the girls I work with were discussing going to lunch at like 7-Eleven or something. I'm like, okay, that's not going to be an option for me. I'll just bring some food in. Oh, there's an Omanite here. I still can't believe we got perfect wine. Booyah! That's why I like trading. Totally fixes the game. Dude, I think Why Not might actually be really competitive in one of the lower leagues. We'll see.
If you can get it.
We'll see.
Max out just under the limit.
Yeah, I wonder where it maxes out. I gotta get really tuned in with all those updates, and none of it to me is solid yet. I want to wait until it comes out and then start to see what works and doesn't work. But I don't really understand how you're even gonna get battles, to be honest, because there's no ranked system, so you're just gonna have to connect directly to a friend with a code or something like that.
Well, you can do it with people you're best and also friends with.
I wonder if you can just go through the list and select them.
You can.
Oh, okay.
Or you can do it with people who are in proximity using the QRS.
The QR code?
Yeah, the QR code. Sorry. The QRS.
That'll be interesting to see how that plays out.
And if they're in a foreign country on your best friend list, I think that's so cool. But, is it going to show that they're online and available at 3 in the morning when they're in Singapore?
I don't want to buzz their phone and wake them up.
Exactly.
Feel bad. I'll be like, Evoli, battle me, dude. It's 1 a.m.
But it would be great if there was like a little messaging ability to say, oh yeah, we're going to become best friends on, whatever day.
Yeah.
Let's coordinate. Battle and put an egg on it and do a battle.
Have you done any battles in Let's Go?
What do you mean?
You can battle.
I battle every person I come across.
No, you can PvP.
Oh, no.
So you go
No,
to
Yeah,
the menu, connections, single battle.
I saw that.
I did that the other night for the first time. So much fun. I went mega on one of my friends and spanked him. But I was trying not to flex too hard, but I had to go mega. I was like, dude, we're live. We got to make it entertaining.
I have this level 62 Venusaur that Pedal Blizzard.
Yeah.
The best move for almost anything.
You brought that in from Go?
Yeah, it was one of the very first ones I brought in.
And it came with a special move?
No, it learned it somewhere along the way, but
I
I had no idea
what
that move was.
Frenzy Planet's a special move. I saw somebody do a clickbait video, like what happens when you transfer special move Pokemon from Community Day over to Pokemon Let's Go.
It doesn't happen.
It doesn't bring the move?
No, I don't think so.
Ooh. Yeah, I didn't click the video. I was like, this looks like clickbait. I don't want to click it.
Well, I'll have to double check on that. But
Catch 10 normal type Pokemon. I'm never going to finish that.
I could be wrong about that. But
Battle in a gym.
well, and unfortunately, for my team, I had like one Venusaur, four Pikachu. I didn't know how to switch them out.
Oh.
Yeah, until it was too late. And then so I have these Pikachus that are all 60 plus, and they're not really helpful. Thunder, that was pretty good, but
Well, I'm kind of in the same boat. I don't know as much about the main series, and Go hasn't done a very good job preparing me for it. And
so
there's
now,
just stuff that I'm like learning on the fly.
Yeah, me too. So now I have to power up some of the more diverse teams.
Yeah, it's much more important in that game. I'll give you a hint. Thunder has a high avoidance rate. You probably already learned that, but it will miss periodically.
Yeah,
like
I
a
hate
lot.
that. I could never figure out how that happens.
It's just got a miss rate, basically.
Sit out several moves, and I don't know why that's happened.
Do you still have Zippy Zap?
Yes.
That is a great move. Gets a critical almost every hit, and it goes first. It's zippy. I guess it's fast or whatever is what that's implying. But it critical every time, and you'll go first every time. It's a great way to just serve damage if you're trying to finish.
I get to go first every time?
So that's a speed thing. If you go back to Viridian Forest and just hunt Oddish, their auto catch, they won't run, pretty much. The Cubone right here was pretty good actually, 866.
Man.
And they'll drop fast candies, and then just take those you'll get fast candy large, and fast candy extra large, and basically use the fast candies, and then once you can't use any more, use the large ones.
I have all those candies. I've never used them.
Yeah, just feed them to your Pokemon that you actually want to use. So the way that I beat the game was feeding those candies to Pikachu, and then I just OP'd Pikachu to where he could one-shot everybody, and I just walked through the game with Pikachu. Just totally walked the game with Pikachu. So yeah,
More of them.
you'll go first with those quick candies.
Okay.
Yeah.
Live and learn. Yeah, I was going through the bag reading what I looked at before, but I got bored with that.
I learned that all on the fly like crazy. I just got transfer 10 Pokemon somewhere back there.
I think I did that earlier today. I'm just really here trying to hatch these Lowlands for 7Ks. The Lowlands. Because I give out so many Lowlands.
Transfer the 10 should be Mischievous, right? Mm-hmm. Isn't that the one that's Mischievous? Yeah, it's Mischievous.
Which one is that? Oh,
Transfer
the
10 Pokemon, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's the one I've been trying to get. I didn't even realize I had it. Then I transferred and it gave me one.
Oh, I hear it's out shiny, but haven't seen one yet.
I've only seen them on Twitter, and it's all spoofers at Nest.
Yeah.
So.
No one I know has seen one. Has one. I really like that. I'm holding on to my 3 Sinnoh stones.
You have 3 Sinnoh stones?
Yeah.
You're a legend, dude. You're a beast. How do you even do that?
And I got them the week that they were just randomized. See what happens next week.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's getting them again now, but
Oh, good.
I don't know. All the people that I've seen opening their box have been getting them and been very excited about it.
Get them and they aren't happy.
Yeah, it's been pretty consistent down the line. All my YouTuber friends that and my Twitter friends that I follow have been saying they got one. But I'm not sure if it's guaranteed again, but it seemed like an error that it stopped whatsoever. I mean,
Yeah.
it should have never ever stopped.
Yeah, I thought that was neat.
Very strange, yeah. Desi, I'll open your gift.
Come on, I want that damn shiny Pikachu.
Give him shiny Pikachu.
Not the Pikachu, but
No, wait, not the
the
Pikachu.
Togepi. I don't have a Togepi.
Oh, dude, yeah, that's the one I want the most.
Togepi.
I like Togepi.
And I have
Pikachu.
3 Wynots and 4 Magpies.
Shiny?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Trade me.
So we did our special trade.
Okay. I want a shiny why not more than like anything. After I lost my legit one that I actually got. Oh yeah, I gotta send. Dude, I can't. You could do like a whole squad of shiny Magmortars. Like, that's so beast. The why not's not even crazy useful, but the Magmortars is like, whoa. Were those all 2Ks?
One of the magazines, one of the magazines, I think was a 2K. But the rest were 7Ks.
You lucky. Yeah, I didn't realize that the 7Ks were actually pretty good hatch rate for shinies until pretty far into the event, and then I was like, oh dear, I need to get incubators.
As soon as I heard that, I went for it.
I just didn't even understand it. And then I hatched one, and I was like, this is insane. For the rate that I hatch eggs, there's no way that I hatched a shiny. Oh my god, you're a legend. What the? You guys, he has 4 shiny Magpies. And he hatched them all.
Yeah.
They're not traded. That's incredible. You're a legend. I've got winter raid stacked twice, and I guarantee I'm not going to find a whole raid like the whole night.
There's a 96 and a 98.
Oh my god, you got a 96 and a 98 shiny?
Yeah.
Dear lord, you got, oh my
I have
god.
an 84, all pretty good. Shiny.
See, that's what I'm talking about. That's how the eggs should have been like this whole time, you know? Crazy stuff coming out of them, and then people would buy the incubators.
Well, and I know one person who plays as much as me. Actually, he's got 130 million XP and over 100,000 patches, but he has 4 shiny Togepi.
Oh my god. Well, why don't you guys get together and trade it out?
He said, let me think about it.
Oh my god, when you have 4, what is there to think about?
I'm going to tell him it's too late, I caught one.
Yeah, exactly. Dude, anybody should go for that. That's crazy if you don't go for that. I mean, unless he just doesn't care. Which
He's the only person I've offered to trade one of those babies with, because they're just too rare.
yeah.
And he had the thing I needed, and I had the thing he needed.
Well, yeah, that's trade capital like crazy. I mean, you can get anything you want for those.
Listening, Jim?
Is it that one person?
You know who he is.
Yeah. I think I know who you're talking about based on the name.
Yeah.
If he watches, I'll be
No.
incredibly surprised.
Well, he probably does, but
I think he knows people who watch. Yeah, exactly.
It's all about you.
I'm quite popular.
Infamous.
Yeah, infamous is exactly the word, yes. I'm infamous. The thing is, I knew him before.
Yeah.
Known him since the beginning.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, he's hardcore.
Yeah. He got mad at me way long ago because I forgot his name after I had met him twice. And he, like, would not talk to me after that.
He's the only person that dumped me off the list. And then he wanted to add me back in. He said I did it by accident.
He kicked me out of lists as well that I was in, unknown monitoring rooms and things like that were Facebook, and I liked getting a notification from there. And
I think he's odd. One of those things or something.
and the actual big Facebook page too. One of them.
Yeah. Oh, and he's also in the verified 43.
Yeah.
What's up, Josh?
So we exchanged phone numbers in case he decides he wants to trade. And I said, you need to put me in as everywhere it is, or let's see. So I'm going to put you in that bit. I did. I really did.
That's fair too, though. That's so fair.
Forgot what I put in there last, but it wasn't that.
I just hope it spawns like one raid. Like, where's the raids? There's no raids.
Yeah, they're going to be late. Which I think is how I got that last raid fest, because they've all been after 5, 5:30, even some that went off like 6:30, which is dark, you know.
Yeah.
Lure us into the park after dark. I've been playing a lot at night though, just walking off edge, trying to get them gone before midnight.
Yeah. I wish I had somewhere to walk that was particularly good. Like, my neighborhood's very safe. I could walk it, but there's no assets in the game, so it's like not really that good a gameplay. It's not worth it to go out for it.
It's been pretty quiet out here, except for me. I think that it's either too cold or the park police just kick people out at night.
I noticed they have a little bit more presence. I haven't seen them kicking anybody out, but I figured they probably are.
Because there's been very few overnighters in here. There was nobody last night. I don't know, maybe I don't think I'm some badass meanie cop.
Oh, yeah, everybody here thinks I'm a freaking cop. I'm just like, you guys, you're so dumb.
The guy sitting on the bench laughs at us doing this. Sometimes he'll go spin his finger in the air.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think he has any idea what we're doing. Well, maybe he does, because he was the one that was...
Yeah, he had the Pokemon underwear.
underwear.
Yeah. Well, we're all regulars in this park, you know? It's like everybody wants to come up with their own theory, but those of us who actually choose to talk to each other probably have a better experience, I think.
Or don't rant to everybody.
Yeah. Oh, there's a decent amount of Gastlys on this loop.
Yep. We're due.
I'm not due at all, but I'm just hoping for a blessing.
Don't really need one.
Oh, you need one. Gastly goes to Gengar. That's meta. And Mega Gengar is sick. Mega Gengar shiny
I don't have
turns solid white.
Oh, it does?
Yeah, it looks like his Gastly's so bad, you know.
Yeah, it is very bad.
The shiny doesn't even look shiny.
Yeah,
But the Mega totally makes up for it 100%. And actually, I've never seen it before, and I saw it for the first time on my friend Super Saiyan Scoot. He's a lot of the people who watch my channel are like better players than me, you know, and they know stuff I don't know because they're more hardcore old school Pokemon players than I am, and I learn a lot from them. What the heck? Oh yeah, that was the Chiralas thing, right? Yeah, and Mega is in there. That's the baby.
What is this?
Baby Sudowoodo. That's Tangrowth.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, and Mega is the one under it.
And that?
That thing, I don't recognize. Guys, what's the 4th shiny that was released today by Chiralas? It looks like a little shiny frog.
Badu hatched a few of those.
Yeah. Oh, is that Badu?
Yeah.
I think it was the baby bonsai, the baby Sudowoodo.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, other plant species.
Yeah, his updates aren't. His updates used to indicate that something was happening. Not anymore. Now his updates just indicate that there's.
No.
Not yet.
That's the most shiny ones.
Oh yeah.
Stop it. You have quite a few yourself.
Well, not like this. Pull up your shiny list. Let's see it.
Are you in the 300s?
Alright, I doubt that.
Right now, crazy is 300s. Pretty crazy is over 200, but over 200.
I never counted mine.
My count was like 220 back before the ban, but I was playing pretty crazy.
I wish this would count them for me.
I know. Yeah, it'd be nice. Oh, Croagunk. I think
62 times 3, what's that?
186.
Damn, I didn't know that.
That's a lot, dude. And it's been like
I paid for a year.
For-
From here. Got
oh, dude, you have some of the best ones too. The hat. That was lit.
a lot of them are community day too. Yeah, so those are all the hundreds. I don't have a whole lot of hundreds. I got 100% Mew.
I got 187.
Oh, you got the 100 Mew.
Yeah,
Congrats,
I got 100
dude. That's crazy.
How many do you have?
182.
Yeah, I have 187.
Ah!
It's a lot. It's a lot. The only people I know that have more than that are like crazy hardcore spoofers,
What's your
like
most
the most
recent
hardcore.
Most recent is a Growler.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
He's
I
gold.
finally got 2 of those growlers.
Most recent was.
Oh,
Yeah,
look at
very
those.
cool. Most
Jeez.
recent was a shiny buddy.
Oh,
Nice.
dude, nice.
Absol. I had 3 of those guys. This was a cool one. Hold on. I got this guy too. There's 100% on this guy.
Nice.
I got lucky at Capitol Park, but
Dear Lord.
Yeah, I got that 100, but it wasn't shiny.
We got 100 Beldum in Alameda, but
This
mine
guy.
wasn't shiny.
that's the one I like. I just got that. I got that one at the during the event.
Oh,
A little peach
Those are
with
some of the
that.
rarest, yeah.
that's the only. Oh, the event, not this recent event.
No, the Halloween
Yeah,
one.
Halloween event.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yep, that's a lot.
Oh well, yeah. It's
Well, when did shinies first come out?
about a year ago. I think.
Okay. So, no. Okay.
Yeah,
Right after I
Magikarp.
started.
Magikarp was the one.
Oh well. Yeah. You guys just doing circles?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just about done. That's my exit.
Yeah, I'm looking for that Miss Drevis, that one that just came out.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I'm trying to get that.
It's hard to find a nest for it, but they are nesting.
Is there one over at Fremont or no?
I don't
What's
know.
at Fremont?
You know, it might be.
Because I drove by and I saw one there and I was just thinking maybe that's a.
I went through there the other day. I went yesterday.
You noticed one there too, huh?
Fremont Park?
I didn't
realize that the
Yeah.
shiny was out.
The little one right there?
Yeah, I'll go check that. I'll check that for sure. Also, transfer 10 Pokemon.
Very small part, the spawn's very slight. City block.
Is that the one that used to have the fountain in the middle and they replaced it? Yeah, I know that park very well.
Yeah. That's the great spot.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. It makes sense though.
And it has an anti-race.
I've done like 87 sheets grades and I haven't got a shiny sheet yet.
Oh, what?
Yeah, let me see here.
I'm one of the weird ones that got 2. They have really high, they have high shiny rate. Yeah, I got them pretty close to each other too, almost back to back.
Crazy.
I got them within 3 rates, which was, yeah, crazy, but not back to back.
I had 3.
Damn.
Because you did.
One was a
Look at
half.
this. 87. I got 2 lucky before I got, I don't have a shiny yet.
I traded my second one to a friend for shiny Smackdown Tyranitar because I lost my old account, so I lost all the stuff like that, and I didn't know that they were going to bring back any of that stuff. Yeah. It was great. It came out like 78% or something, and it had like a decent attack. It's one of my top mons.
We just traded when I first ran into him. Why not? And I forget what I got out of it.
Ralts.
I got a Ralts. He got a Why not? It was 100% Why
Yeah.
not.
I got the lucky, or I got the 100%. Yeah, I was lucky 100%. Lucky 100%. My Smackdown Tyranitar, 78%, 10 attack, 14 defense, 11 HP. Yeah, I mean, he was very well-rounded. I was totally happy with that. I'm still powering him up.
What's the name that Aaron got a 100% one? You bet that Aaron that
Yeah.
he got a 100% shiny one that day when it came back out?
Yeah. Is he the one that parks here, lives in El Dorado?
I'm not sure. He's an Asian guy.
Oh, no. Different.
His name is Aaron something.
Yeah, I see the name a lot.
Yeah. He gets really lucky though. I don't know. Some people just get really lucky.
There's still lists that you can follow that are like big spooper lists, but if you just watch for Sacramento, you can get 100% cords in Sacramento and go pick stuff up all the time. That stuff still exists, and if I was crazy obsessed, I would just follow the list, wait for Sacramento, and then hit the spawn, you know?
Yeah.
Because they're user reported, so there's like a big spoof community here that is still.
Is there still?
Oh, of course. Like, what are they gonna do? Just like quit spoofing for no reason?
Yeah,
like,
I just play it during while I work all day because I delivery drive.
you got the plus.
So I just mount it and I kind of
Keep an eye on it.
Yeah.
keep an eye on it. Watch out for kids crossing the street and look for Pokemon.
I do plus and just plus everything, and then when I fill up my bag, I transfer stuff that doesn't look like it's good.
Yeah. The only time I've used Plus in the last year was when I upgraded to 2,000 spaces.
I never got one of those.
They're good.
Sell 'em, huh?
They're really good. It's the best way to get Stardust.
Do they, now will it automatically catch a shiny one for you?
No, shinies can run. Yeah, they can run. It's 50-50 catch rate. But I've noticed that like higher CP Pokemon that normally won't get caught on the first ball, don't get caught on the first ball, and you only get one chance. And then also species that have a low catch rate on Pokeball, like Snorlax and stuff like that, you rarely catch them. But I have caught Snorlax on Plus, and I was going through my bag and I'm like, what? Where did this Snorlax come from? And then I realized I got it like when I got off the freeway basically. And right when I slowed down, my Plus engaged it.
And the other thing is you don't know what you missed shiny-wise. It won't.
Yeah, it won't tell you. Yep. It will not
it
tell
doesn't
you.
tell you what you missed?
No, I confirmed it on Mareep Community Day. I was plussing, which I knew I shouldn't do, but I knew that I would probably miss a lot of volume 2 because I was in Capital. And I was plussing just to see how it went, and then I would engage stuff that my Plus had already caught, and it would be shiny, and then it would do it basically does a weird thing
I see.
when you try to catch it, it like auto runs and it basically.
Yeah.
But sometimes you already caught it, even though it shows a run animation.
Huh.
But
tried
then
to
it wasn't in my bag.
I tried to fast catch 2 shiny Beldon.
Yeah, don't do
They both
that.
ran.
Yeah, you said, yeah,
They
that was
both
like
ran.
community day,
Don't
huh?
do that.
Yeah, it was when the event first started, and I didn't even think about it.
The fast catch is gone now, huh?
No, I thought it was,
Oh,
I,
is it?
I think it still works.
yeah, it does still work.
Huh.
It was not working very well, though. Like,
Yeah, that's
fast
what it is,
catching,
huh?
6 straight times it didn't catch it. It was weird. I thought it was broken. But then later on it started working, so.
Well, I finally got to Fuchsia City and did the mystery box.
Oh, nice, nice.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
took a while.
Yeah, it took me a long time too. I was doing an actual like YouTube series on each different part of the game.
Yeah.
And that's not until pretty late in the game that you get there. So
Oh, I see.
it took me a while. It took me like 7 episodes or like 8 episodes.
And see, now I don't even feel like finishing the game now. Just like I just got to that spot, but I'm willing to.
Oh man, the post game is where like the best action is.
Because that's when you actually get the shiny hunt, really, huh? Yeah.
You need to get your shiny charm, that's for sure. You know how to do that?
No, see, I haven't gotten that far.
Okay, complete your Pokedex, go to Cerulean City,
Speaking of
go
that,
upstairs and talk to the Nintendo manager inside the Nintendo game
Yeah.
development room, and he'll give you a shiny charm for a complete Pokedex.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah, so do that like ASAP, because then you immediately get double shiny chances. So
Oh, wow. Okay.
yeah,
I may have asked you, but do you have a Goldeen?
Goldeen. Which one's
What's
that?
that goldfish looking thing?
Yeah,
Can you trade me that?
sure.
That's the last thing I need to finish my Pokedex and let's go.
You don't have a Goldeen?
there's exclusives.
I-
They're not in the game.
Which one?
That goldfish, it's orange and white. That's GOLDEEN.
Hold on.
I didn't have.
Exclusive.
Well, because there's Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, so you can't catch every Pokemon. They made exclusives for each game.
Oh, wow, okay.
And I ditched all the ones I had for space sometime back.
I only got one, but you can have it.
All right. Thank you.
Lucky.
It's 83%.
I was checking to
What do
see
you
if I
want?
had one, but I
I
didn't.
don't care.
Well, give me a why not.
Sure. I still need that shiny Mareep.
I traded for that finally.
That's the one I didn't get during the event.
Did you?
I wanted it too. But you traded me one that I evolved all the way up. It was my best one. So I got a Dragon Pulse off of that.
Oh, I did not know Goldeen was. Go ahead and open it with me, and
Are you? Did you get me in the shop already?
it takes me too long to go through. I got.
Nothing
You have a lot of friends too, huh?
to 200 and something.
I nicknamed all the people that I actually trade with.
How many can you have?
200?
200 max, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were just friends, you know?
We're almost there. Under G.
Dang, it really does take you guys a long time to scroll your friends list.
Yeah, I didn't do it. I got.
That's been like half a lap around the lake scrolling your friends list.
I got 196 friends on here, so
Okay.
once I go through, it crash a lot of times when I do.
Yeah, yeah.
When I hit the friends list,
If they close it, y'all be right on top.
yeah. All right. All right, my only one. You might be lucky.
Level 3 raid finally hatched in the park.
That's here, huh? This one?
Yeah, not on the EX, unfortunately, but... Oh no, another one just hatched here too. Nice. Let's see what we got. Level 1. No 2s.
Ready to shake.
I'll probably hang out though.
Do 100 raids.
Oh, actually, I don't know if I have time.
Did you want to add to friends list?
Yeah, you want to do it?
Sure.
Let's do it.
I'm Greg, by the way.
Jonno.
Jonno, nice to meet you.
Craig or Greg?
Greg.
Greg.
Yeah.
Okay. You want to do the QR?
Yeah.
That's pretty fast usually.
Usually,
It's so nice it can do it sideways too. I never saw
are
that.
you on Discord too?
No, I gave up on all the social. I'm too infamous for all that stuff.
You're better off.
Every time I post anything, it's just a show. I mean, it's just a show. People show up with the popcorn emoji and just wait, you know. I'm like, that's cool if you find that entertaining when people bully each other in public, but
They really do.
like, I wish the mods of some of these groups would be better about it. But I think there's actually a Discord that I probably should hang out more in, but I don't like to cause problems for my friend who owns it. It's like, I don't want to make him have to choose sides or whatever, so I just lay low. I got my channel. If people want to find me, they can find me there.
You have a YouTube channel?
Yeah, Jonno. I usually just play this park. It's a good park. If it's anything good in Land Park, I'll go over there because there's good signal over there and I can stream.
J-O-H?
Jonno.
Jonno plays?
That's a me.
Alright.
Thanks, bro.
Whew, you bet. 115,000, you're famous.
I've been working on it.
Yeah.
Famous or infamous, one of them.
Alright, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, bro. Yeah, I find that I meet a lot more Pokemon players since I stopped spoofing. When I actually leave my house and get off the couch, you know?
Yeah.
You lazy spoofer, get off your
Plus
couch.
it makes a little better video too when you actually get
Yeah. I mean, we had some good times. I had more 100% legendaries, shiny. I had 100% shinies. I mean, I had crazy stuff.
Yeah.
But it's all gone now, so it's like, I guess it wasn't worth it after all.
You lost your account or what happened?
Yeah,
there?
they perma-banned me.
Oh, that sucks.
I was spoofing GoFest, and they banned everyone who was spoofing GoFest, like, live. I know tons of people who spoof GoFest with no problems, but I was live. And I knew I shouldn't have done it, because they banned everybody who spoofed GoFest last year, so I should have known that they would, but it was just a dumb move on my part. But
You live and learn, right?
yeah, they haven't unbanned the account. I kind of thought that they would unban it, but they haven't, even though they unbanned Brandon Tan, and he's got like a whole empire of selling Pokemon Go assets over there. I'm like, I don't know if what I did was worse than that, but I mean, I guess so.
Just send him a written letter. Like a real heartfelt written letter. That kind of thing, you never know.
Please!
Yeah, like, damn, we feel sorry for this guy. Yeah, oh, yeah, you can have it, dude.
So, what's the story on this wave report? You know anything about that?
Wave report?
Wave report?
No, I don't know what that is.
Some YouTuber called the wave report.
Oh no, I never heard of that. A lot of people have been mentioning my name. I've kind of become like the mini FSU. People put my name on stuff just like they put his name on stuff.
And one other person.
Lifting,
His name.
or
Maybe it wasn't.
maybe he's lifting in zombies. Is it?
Yes, lifting zombies.
Yeah,
Free,
we're the biggest spoofers, and since I quit spoofing, pretty much everybody's watching lifting now, so his streams are really, really big now, like as big as mine were, and like almost as big as FSU's were. And everybody just, you know, that audience goes wherever the cords are. They don't care who they're watching,
Right.
you know?
Right.
So they're just like, oh, you got cords? I'll watch
Yeah.
you. Oh, you don't have cords? I won't watch you anymore. And it's like,
I see.
I'm trying to think bigger picture than that. Like, you know, I like my audience. My audience likes me.
Are
If
you on
people aren't
Twitch
here
too?
for me, no, Twitch is just too. Like, I was on Twitch for almost 2 years and never made a dime. And I mean, I've made
hard,
like
yeah.
almost. I probably made close to like $70,000 or something off of YouTube. I mean, like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
So. Twitch is just like, the only reason that YouTube and Facebook even do live streaming is because Twitch was beating them hand over foot when making a killing, and they finally entered the market to get some share, and they're just like begging at the crumbs of Twitch's doorstep, basically. And it's funny because they don't put nearly as much work into the entertainment value of their platform. Like, if you go to Twitch, the primary color over there is purple. You look at that platform and it's visually appealing. You go to YouTube and the primary color is white, and their secondary color is gray. I'm like, you couldn't have picked a more boring color scheme for your entertainment website, you know? Like, it's actually dumb. But man, they don't listen to anybody, let alone their creators. They're just trying to keep up, it feels like, and not even really trying, but
To really make it in Twitch, you gotta have like big tits and like.
yeah, there's an aspect to that on YouTube as well.
There is too.
Yeah, I mean, it's just funny the rate of growth that some people get just for being female,
That's
or
it,
just for putting cleavage in their thumbnail, and
Yep.
you know, putting makeup shots in their thumbnail. And I'm like, that's okay, that's your advantage, you know.
It
Like,
is.
you gotta, like, who wouldn't go get money off of that? But
Probably, you know, she's probably not very good at games anyway. So it's just-
yeah, I don't think people are there to watch their gameplay. I'm pretty
Exactly.
sure, because it's not the most compelling from most of them that I've seen. There's some really good girl gamers out there, but
oh yeah, oh yeah.
I don't think it takes a crazy amount of skill to play Pokemon Go. So
Yeah.
it's just kind of a random chance game
That's
overall.
all it is. Look at the draw and just putting the legwork in. You really get it's
Yeah.
It's a numbers game, really.
Total time suck, yeah.
Yeah, you're eventually going to get what you want. It just might take you half a year, or it might take you tomorrow. You never know.
Yeah.
I try to create small advantage by walking a lot, hatching a lot of eggs.
Yeah.
Most of my 100%ers come from hatching,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but it's costly and it's time consuming.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So I hatch close to 200 eggs a week.
Yeah.
And it's just, it's expensive. And I'm
Yeah.
like to the point now where I'm just like, you know what?
Yeah, I've got 4 Magpies, shiny Magpies,
Yeah.
and 3 white.
Damn, 4 shiny Magpies.
Yeah, I know. I was freaking out about that too. I was freaking out. And 3 shiny Wynots. I know. He was the 2K or the 7K eggs were good to him, I guess.
But
Yeah, they
but
were.
no Togepi, no shiny
No tell. See, I got two of the Togepi, but then finally got my one Magna. What's the name?
Magby?
Yeah, Magby. Finally
That's
got
the one I want. Yeah. Or Togepi. I would take either. I had Wynot.
And I got a Wynout way back when the game, when shinies first came out. When that one first came out, I got that, and I almost evolved it because I didn't really have an idea
Right.
how, and I didn't do it.
I evolved mine. And it was lit when I evolved it. And it was fun because people will be like, how the heck did you get that? Because
Yeah.
it's literally just as
Yeah,
rare
That's
as a
it, yeah,
shiny Wynot,
it is,
you know?
It is.
So I did it. Just to do it, just because
Yeah.
people were like, don't do it. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm doing it.
One of the things the game has taught me that I never had was temptation.
That's you're right. You're right. It's patience.
Yeah, resisting temptation to
Yeah.
All these raids nearby.
Because like I have not used any of the only names I used for the Eevees were the Espeon and
yeah. Same
the
with
Dark.
me.
Yeah, I
So-
didn't use the other 3, the Sparky or the.
You still have them?
I still have. them,
Wow. Well, you got to save them for the hundreds, of course.
Yeah.
I used mine on the community day when you could do it, but I waited till then, so it was guaranteed.
Yeah.
I had already used mine for video demonstrations, and I didn't even use them on good ones,
He
you
was
know?
the one who told me to wait and don't
Wow.
use those naming tricks. And I did. Probably just
Hey, good
forgot
looking.
about them. All right.
I should go home. I don't think I'll make it for those raids.
They're not, the chances are they're nothing anyway, really.
Yeah.
Especially at 3. The only 2 one I'm looking for is like the mystery just that
Yeah.
pops up.
That's the one, too. It's the only one I'm doing.
Yeah.
I'm still doing Shinx. I'll do any Shinx.
Yeah, I do too. Well, I have to.
Well, yeah, you haven't got one. I got the
have
2,
one.
and I'm like, I'll still do it.
Yeah.
See you later.
For the trade.
Yeah.
Have a good one, Leslie. So how many shinies do you have now? With your
Now,
new account?
I'm up.
Well, actually, how long
Pretty
ago
high.
did you start your new account? I'll put it that way.
I made it, I'm gonna have to go look at my oldest Pokemon. I made it in like March or something like that. Oh no, it was GoFest. I made it at GoFest. I got banned at GoFest, and then I made it like the day after that. Well, actually, you know what's funny? I had an account that I had made for demonstration purposes because I wanted to see if you could get shiny starters. And so I was like resetting the game over and over and over again like you do in the main series to
Yeah.
see if I could get shiny starters. And I didn't do it for very long before I was like, this is a waste of time. It's not going to work. They didn't code it, you know, like the shinies weren't out when they made that part of the game and they probably never updated it. So I just gave up on it. But I had that account. I made it for that purpose. I never chose a team. I never did anything with it. So that's the one that I ended up grabbing.
They don't have shiny starters, do they?
No, I don't think so. I think it'd be worth it to check now.
Yeah.
But it's like, you know how they work. They only work on one thing at a time, and they don't ever go backwards. They only go forward, and nobody's complained about the starter experience, so they probably haven't updated it. But it'd be interesting. I have a decent amount of shinies. I probably have like in the close to 100 range.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Or a little less. My old account was crazy, but what I used to do on that account was crazy too. I'd do like 8-hour live
So how is
streams.
spoofing an advantage for getting shiny? Is it just
So-
put the legwork in to do it? Is that it, or?
It's being able to go where the best gameplay is located.
I
So
see.
every time that I open the game, I wouldn't play anywhere except for the absolute best nest in the world. Best nest in the world. So like wherever the best shiny nest is, I would find out through the spoof community, and then I would be there for the week until it was gone. Yeah, and then for legendaries, kind of the same concept. You never had to travel in between raids, so during
You get so many.
you get so many, yeah. During a 2, 3, 4 hour live stream, I could hit 50 raids. I mean, like, you're just talking about like blowing cash. I spent more money spoofing than I ever spent playing organic.
Well, yeah, I believe it. Especially for raid passes too, because you have to buy the raid passes.
Yeah,
It's like,
I hated raids before I started spoofing, and then I was like, oh, these raids are lit, because I was having to drive here, there, and everywhere, and it was hard because people would ditch out of the group and go do other things, and there was bad communication, and you just wouldn't have enough to beat the raid and things like that. But once I started spoofing, we would fill one lobby, fill a second lobby, fill a third lobby, and then people who got kicked out, because you would get kicked out a lot when you spoof. When you spoof, they would go into the fourth lobby. It was crazy how many lobbies we would fill. But we played San Francisco, where even people who weren't watching my stream were spoofing there, you know, so you get a lot of people anyway. But
and everything. Spots, huh?
we'd be there every day. Pretty much all the time, what I was doing was just finding the best nest in San Francisco. And if there really wasn't a good nest, or if there was just a way better nest somewhere else, like Japan, we'd go play there. Wow. And then like community day, we got to play 2 community days, because we do the night before. And then some people play 3. They stay up all night and do Europe. And that's how they have like 300 shinies, 400 shinies right now, you know? Yeah. But the thing is, there was a time when you would never get banned for all that stuff. And at that time, knowing that you wouldn't get banned, the only way to step your game up was either drive more and play more or spoof more, you know? And for a lot of people, I did some reckless things, driving for unknowns and stuff like that, you know? And when you spoof, you take out a lot of that issue. And a lot of people on my channel were like, why don't you spoof? Why do you drive so fast? Why do you do these stupid things? Just spoof. And like, in my world, it was like everybody's spoofing and I'm an idiot because everybody's playing better than me, and I'm actually not even playing at the highest level gameplay, and they're suffering no consequences for it because nobody got banned at that time. So it was kind of like you had to spoof, and then they started banning, and now it's like you can't spoof. Like if you do it, you're crazy. I lost a $3,000 account. You know, like that's just money that's gone, and the account's not coming back. And I messaged them a few times, and they're at the point where they don't even respond to me anymore.
What did they say the first couple times you messaged them?
You know, they said that I had been using third-party software to access their servers, which I wasn't. They gave me a bunch of excuses which weren't even what I was actually doing. And I'm like, look, you guys, I know you're watching my stream because your employees told me that they were watching me and said that they were about to ban me, and then my accounts got banned, and like your little bragging employees, like, well, plus my lawyer told me that they watched my stream because he sent me video that they had taken from my stream. And, you know, I'm the guy who sued Pokemon GO for Chicago Fest, and they settled it. So everybody got their money back from Chicago Fest, travel expenses and everything.
Fiasco,
it was horrible. So
it's terrible.
we all got our travel expenses back. And
but I mean, if you spent time off, you know, some people get time off from work, you know, it's just...
I spent over $2,000 getting to that event and participating in that event.
Oh, you were there?
Oh, yeah, I was there. I wouldn't just sue him if I wasn't even there. Like, yeah, I wasn't even there, but y'all are gonna pay. No, I was there. I mean, like, I was the first. I downloaded the game before it was even out in the store. I had the APK and I was playing it. I mean, like, I was such a first adopter. Spent thousands trying to chase down events on this game. And all the events I went to would be failed, like that one was, or you go and the event was bad. Like I went to Philly for Philly Free Streets. No extra spawns. There was no focused Pokemon. Like,
why even show up?
And I had paid like quite a bit of money to get it. It's all the way across the country. Chicago's at least halfway, you know. Philly's all the way to the East Coast. So
it is.
Yeah, it was crazy what I did for this game in the first year. And then that's, you know, looking at that, it like makes sense why I started spoofing, because I was like, look, I want to play this game hard, but
Yeah,
I tried your way, and your way is like wasting my money and making me, you know what made me so mad? I went to Chicago Fest, Pokemon GO Fest, whatever, 2017. All of my friends who spoofed there were literally catching guaranteed Articunos all night long. Meanwhile, I had to go home, go to bed, and get up for a plane in the morning so I could fly home. And everybody's like, what? Pokemon GO Fest wasn't a fail. I caught a ton of Articunos. And I'm like, yeah, I had to go home. Like, I had to get on a plane. I was flying home after that. Like, I went there for the event. They didn't say, hey, come to the event, and then from 6 p.m. after, once you get out of the event, we'll give you great spawns and there's gonna be a legendary release. None of that was, so I was ready to get in my taxi and go back to the hotel and be done for the night after the event was over. And they kicked us out. Like, they kicked us out of the event and basically said, we're gonna put spawns in the rest of the city because the event space doesn't work. And it's just like laughable. It's like, yeah, it's like if you went to a concert and they said, we can't get the speakers, we can't get the band, we can't get the band to play, but we're gonna play their CD so loud that you can hear it for 20 blocks outside the venue. Could you leave? And we'll let you hear it outside the venue. And it's like, nobody would accept that. Like, that's nobody would accept that, but somehow Pokemon players.
Yeah, you're lucky that the crowd this game.
People were chanting. Somebody threw a bottle at Mystic 7's head, and then they wouldn't let Mystic 7 come on the stage anymore after that. And then, so they put Mystic 7 on a...
Mystic 7,
oh, he's that million subscriber, like, he plays the game. He's like young. So they put him on the stage. He was like the spokesman for the event. Somebody threw a bottle at him, so they wouldn't put him on the stage anymore for safety purposes. They put him on a screen. The screen lags out. He's talking, and it totally lags out. People were just laughing. Like, it was...
That is hilarious.
Yeah, it was an embarrassment. I mean, like...
At least that part was fun about the trip, right?
Well, no. I mean, like, the family that I went with, the kid was crying so bad that they had to leave. And they had like the most miserable day of their life. He had a total meltdown. Like, he's a crazy kid, but he had a meltdown that day.
Yeah.
There was police involved. He had a bad day because of Pokemon GO Fest. But I stayed for the event to vlog it.
There, so that's
oh yeah. Well, when they came on stage and said, we're gonna give you all $100 in Pokecoins and a free Lugia in your bag.
But it's like, you don't
in my head,
touch this game after that. You know what I mean? It's
in my head, I was like, I am going home and calling a class action lawsuit lawyer, and I'm going to sue you, idiots. And that's exactly what I did. Within 3 days of getting home, I had picked out like 3 different lawyers, and the one that got back to me first was the one that got it.
And what did you end up getting?
Yeah, so when you do a class action, you get like, for being the person who engages it, you get like a fee. So I got that, but I accidentally didn't submit my claim for the travel expenses because they made it like a ridiculously small window to submit it.
Oh, I see.
Which is stupid because all the money that doesn't get paid out to claimants didn't go back to Niantic. It goes to the California or to the Illinois Bar Association. So Illinois Bar Association is going to have a fat party
they
this
don't have
year.
enough money already, huh?
Yeah, it was $1.5 million settlement. So
woo.
Yeah, that I'm pretty sure that's why they won't unban my account. I'm pretty sure that might be the reason, you know. But I mean, I got my money back for the account and I got my money back for the travel expenses. So as far as I'm concerned, it's water under the bridge, you know.
It still sucks. But
yeah, at least I video recorded all of it, so I have all the memories. I have all the good times.
It's an experience.
Yeah, you know, no regrets. But I mean, I kind of regret spoofing. I wish I would have just quit because I know people who spoofed hard who still have all their Pokemon that say they're from Japan and Pokemon that say they're from all over the world.
We're on a platform where everybody saw it. And that's all, you know.
Yeah. Well, and I'm weird too. All the other people who spoof on YouTube, they don't care if their account gets banned. They play level 5 accounts. I see them playing level 20 accounts, you know. And I'm like, no, I'm invested. Like, I want to have one account that is my account that has everything on it. And then after I lost it, I was kind of sad. I was like, dang it.
Yeah.
Oh, Bagon, please be perfect. Please be a little perfect.
Are they gonna come out with that for Community Day, or?
Yeah, I think eventually they kind of have to, because all the meta attackers, they seem to do top 10 meta attackers every 4 community days or so, like Slackoff, or not Slackoff, what was his face? Beldum, you know, Tyranitar, all that. I think they'll do Ralts next, I'm pretty sure.
That one's pretty good?
Because Gen 4 is going to have Gallade, which is a male Ralts evolution.
Oh, okay.
So Ralts is going to get a split in the evolution chain,
I
and
see.
female,
That's cool.
yeah, female goes to one species and male will go to Gallade.
Yeah, because you look at Machamp and it's female, and you're like, okay, well that looks just like
Like a dude.
Like a female at all.
Yeah. She's buff.
Yeah.
Yeah, same thing with Blissey. You know, everybody's like, Blissey's a girl, and I'm like, yeah, but you can get a male Blissey.
Yeah,
Like,
male one. And like Mawile too, that one looks like a female just because it has that look. But
yeah.
it could be a male, but
The only ones that don't gender are the legendaries and mythicals.
yeah, the legendaries don't. Yep. And all the steel Pokemon.
Oh, they don't gender?
No, like Magnemite and
Oh, I didn't think about
yeah,
that.
none of those. Do
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna play this game at first. After a year, it was after because Soccerfest is the first year, right?
Yeah, it was at the end of
Yeah.
the first year.
It was after that. That's why I played. Was because after that happened, I said it got a lot of media attention at the time. I said, I'll try it again. I'll jump back in it. I mean, I'll try it out. And I got sucked in. So everything was kind of new to me when I started. And
My friend says you cannot get male Blissey. I don't have any. You can get male Blissey, you guys. I don't know. She's actually one of my pro friends. She usually knows. Chansey line is female only. I don't know.
right, I don't have any females either. I mean, I don't have any males either.
She's usually right. She's probably like the most pro person who watches my stream. All right, Chloe, you win this round. Well then, Blissey's a legendary Pokemon. It's official, all right? Now she's just gonna like pull her hair out. The only time I get comments is when I say something stupidly wrong and then they come out of the woodworks.
Of course.
They're like, no. Can't get you guys to talk for nothing, but I'm just gonna call it.
Once in a while, right?
Yeah. Every time I call Caterpie a Weedle, they're just like, ah.
I'm glad I don't have a channel.
Yeah. If you don't know the names of them, that gets some people. I'm like the rat. They're like Rattata. It's a rat.
Yeah.
Rattata. It's a rat.
See, because when this came out, I was in high school. I was junior in high school when this came out.
When Pokemon came out. Yeah.
96, I think. And so I didn't really play Pokemon at the time. I was going out doing stupid stuff anyways, but and so like I don't really know a lot of the names or the background history to the game. So I'm kind of learning everything.
Yeah, it is good to play at least like one main series game just to get a feel for what Pokemon really is, because this game is like a game with Pokemon in it, but
Yeah.
it's very vaguely based off of any kind of logic that, like,
Yeah.
Pokemon are supposed to have 4 moves,
I see. Okay.
you know, and the status effects and, you know, all that stuff. Like, this game having no status effects, Poison type is basically useless. Like, Poison type was never very strong, but they could poison you, which does drip damage, so you get the drip damage plus
I
the
see.
damage that they serve you.
Because I noticed that in Let's Go, there's a lot of extra things in there that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's all based on, like, I can put you to sleep.
Yeah.
Now you can't hit me, you know?
Yeah.
I'll hit you a whole bunch.
It's pretty fun. I do like it. I'll have to finish it. Yeah, can you get a shiny Mew in that one too?
No, Mew is the only one that I think is shiny locked because they probably don't. What's up? They probably don't want people to buy 100 of those balls and then they get sold out and then they have
Yeah,
a
I
run
see
on
what
balls,
you're
you know,
saying,
because you know there's people who would do
Can
it.
you use them? So you can't just. You can use multiple. You buy multiple balls for the same game.
Yeah, I think you could, but like you get Mew out of the ball. The only way to get
Yeah.
Mew in the game is out of the ball, right? So there would naturally be people who buy 500 balls to try and get one shiny Mew.
But see, that's where they should just have it where only one ball works for the one game. You know what I mean? Like one
Yeah.
count.
Well, you can't get shiny Mew. It's locked.
Yeah.
It doesn't exist in the game.
Doesn't exist.
I saw a video with someone who had it the other day, and I'm like, he must have been hacking.
Yeah.
It was a video of him getting a shiny legendary, and he had shiny Mew following him, and I'm like, One, you don't just make a 30-second video of you getting a legendary shiny. Like, that's a 7-hour process,
Yeah.
like, or more. So that I call hacks. And then you had the shiny Mew, which is locked. So I'm like, that's okay, you hacked. I'm not mad about it. I like to see the video anyway. But yeah, I was thinking, well, what if I just did the soft reset method? Open the Mew that's in the ball. If it's not shiny, soft reset, open the Mew that's in the ball again. But
Doing it up.
yeah, that's how I got shiny Mewtwo, which I have. But yeah, unfortunately, the people on my stream said it's shiny blocked or locked or whatever, so you can't do it, sadly.
They should have released that Pokemon Go.
Yeah, I don't know what they're thinking.
When they brought it back, it was kind of dumb. It was like, why even? They took away Shadow Ball and then
Yep.
I didn't really do a whole lot of Mewtwo raids.
I did a few because I wanted to trade a Mewtwo to get lucky. So
Yeah.
I'm trying to get lucky every species.
Can we go this way real quick?
Yep.
I'm gonna get that one over here. For some reason, this one doesn't spawn very well at times.
Yeah, it'll be weird. Sometimes I'll end up doing the outer loop once every like 5 or 6 loops just to clear it. But I don't like the outer loop as much. I don't like the sound of the cars and it gets more walk traffic.
Yeah, it does. You gotta watch this area too.
It's sketchy and the bikers come through here too fast. And
Yeah.
I'm like, y'all need to calm down. There's street on every single adjacent road.
Yeah.
You can go bike in the street. Like, I
Yeah.
promise, that's where you're supposed to be.
That's where you're supposed to be.
Get off the pedestrian paths riding like 15 miles an hour, trying to break my neck.
Yeah.
I've almost been hit in this park too many times. It makes me mad.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
I'm like, get in the street. You're actually dumb. Like,
One morning it was, I don't know, about 8 in the morning, and they always have that little like vegetable stand over there, or that, what do they call that?
the little guy who sells stuff.
Well, yeah, it's actually a big, like a
Oh, the farmer's market.
farmer's market.
Yeah.
Farmer's market. And there was like 5 kids over there, and they broke the window out of this car, just took the purse out of it, and took off running. And this was like, I just passed them, because I was trying to catch, like right behind me, bam, they did it, and I saw them take off, and it just makes me wonder, they could have jumped me or something.
Oh, yeah.
Really easily.
Yeah, I usually, once it gets dark, I get out of here.
But no, that was in the morning. This was at like 8 in the morning.
See,
That's just crazy.
like, what are you even up at? They've been up all night,
Exactly.
They've been up all night trying to get more.
Yep.
Yeah, it's rough out there.
Yep. Where you stay? You stay around this area, or?
I live over by Sac City.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so this is like, actually we used to go to the farmer's market like every weekend, and I was aware of this park. I didn't know it was good for Pokemon Go, and then
It's not bad. It's not bad.
this is a spot that I go to.
Yeah, I used
To
to
me.
do this one for Community Day before Capitol Park.
That's what I still do because I don't want to pay to park
Yeah.
downtown. I used to spend so much on this game, and now I'm like, it's weird. I used to think people who don't spend on the game are weird, but now I'm like one of those people.
Yeah,
I'm
you
like, I
understand them,
won't spend on the game. But every once in a while they'll get me. Like the shiny rate for the 7K eggs was really high for the
Yeah.
babies, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna grab that Ultra Box and hatch a bunch of eggs,
And
which I was glad
sometimes they
I
have big
did.
Boxes too. They do.
Yeah.
Not
But
all the time.
it's
but
like good box and good raids, or good box and good hatch contents, It's
Yeah.
rare that they actually sync all that up. But they
Yeah.
did get me with the box on that last one. I bought the big box.
I bought a bunch of those. I shouldn't have bought. I got like 80 raid passes right now, just saved up. I won't even need raid passes for the rest of the year.
One of my friends in El Dorado Hills who plays pretty hardcore, he buys the boxes for whatever he wants them for, but ends up with a lot of passes. He has 400 raid passes.
Damn.
He actually had to contact Niantic and ask them to delete raid passes off of his account because you
Oh,
can't
that's right.
delete raid
You
passes.
can't delete them?
Can't delete them. There's
Wow,
no
I didn't
delete
know that
button.
either.
I guess I don't know what that's about, trolling or something like that. I can't tell. But yeah, I had to ask to have them manually deleted off the account, which I think they did it. And it was just kind of funny. Because it's like,
Wow.
dang. Like,
Yeah, that's
balancing problems much? A little bit unbalanced over
Yeah,
here,
I thought I had
guys.
a lot. Nope.
Yeah, when he told me about that, I didn't know you can't delete them because I never had that problem. And I was just like,
You just never rated, huh? Because I used a lot when during the birds, when they had the birds out.
he has a hard time rating because the groups, out there are a little bit sporadic, and you know, like the people say they're showing up and they don't, or they say they're gonna wait and they don't, and stuff like that.
Kind of spread out there too. It's not like this game is meant for the inner city. It's kind of.
Yeah, it's annoying. I would think that rather than spend the last 3 years trying to fight spoofers, they should spend the last 3 years putting in Pokestops and gyms where the spoofers live, because they can't play the game because they don't have any assets, you know. So, but I don't know, that like you would think that the biggest asset that they have is this global accurate map of points of interest. If they wanted to do it that way. Now I've seen other games that aren't based on points of interest, and way better, you know, way better. They just have random Pokestops. Like I had a Pokestop in my house basically. And the way that they do raids is a place that has a raid has that raid all day, and you can come complete it whenever you want.
That's how it should be, right?
Yeah, it totally should be, totally. And they're solo is soloable, you know.
Yeah.
I like the group aspect, but I think it should be a bonus. Like if you get a better Pokemon if you do group, but you could still solo it if you really needed to.
Exactly.
Just so everybody could play. But I don't know.
And lures,
they're bad.
They're just useless.
Yeah, they're bad.
They last a half hour.
They've been bad since the beginning.
Oh man.
Lures are weird to me because it's like they're too short, but it's not really that they're too short. It's just that they don't give anything good enough.
They don't give anything good.
Yeah.
Like, and there's so few and far between. It's like you might get an extra 5 Pokemon or 6 Pokemon. Like, oh,
yeah.
okay, whatever.
Technically, they spawn a Pokemon every 2 minutes for a total of 15 per lure, but you have to sit there and babysit the lure, and the game is all about walking.
Yeah.
And it's like you might get 5 Pokemon off the lure because you're a walker, and that's me too. I can't sit on the lure like that.
That's why I'm getting about 5. That's exactly why. Yep.
And then it's like, at least I think if you pop a lure, you should be able to see what spawns on that lure, even if you're not close enough. That way, if it spawns a Snorlax, you run over there, you know, but at least you could see, hey, my lure that I paid for over there spawned a Snorlax. My best spawn all day off of any of these 5 lures that I popped, and let me run over there and snag that. And anybody would do that, you know. And most parts you can run from one side to the other in 2 minutes if you really needed to, you know. But you'd need to be able to see the spawn. But I always said they should do like EX lures and do like legendary lures. How many, I mean, like, if you could throw a lure and guarantee that one legendary is going to spawn on it,
it's a random
you know.
one. To make it interesting, make it a random one. Because it'll still get, you know.
Yeah, exactly. And like everybody is going to get it, not just you. So it's like, think of the spend. Like, I'm going to buy the lure, but everybody gets it. I'm the guy who got everybody a legendary now. I'm going to be buying those lures like, it's going to be a party.
Yeah,
but
they can make them like $4 or $5. They can up the price.
Yeah, exactly. Really So that's the kind of stuff that I don't understand. I'm like, you guys, there's money on the table. You're leaving money and as much as we already spent on the game, and there's still that much money on the table, it's actually frustrating. So that's one of the reasons I stopped spending. I'm like, if you guys are making, what is it, like 50 million a day or some crazy thing, like they make some ridiculous, and I'm like, it's not going into the game. It's definitely not going to the developers if they do a better job. So, I mean, I don't know where that money's going, but it's not going into making Pokemon Go better. So that's why I had to stop spending as much as I spend. I'm like, you guys. But honestly, though, it's been better than ever lately. That egg event with the high shiny rate was unbelievable. That made me happy. I'm like, if you make me happy, you'll get my money. It's that simple.
And bringing, you know, and community days have been a lot of fun. I mean,
those were good. Yep.
I like them.
Yeah.
I mean, even though the shinies are kind of worthless after you, because everybody gets a bunch, it's still, you get that little high after seeing the shiny, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that, and now that there's trading, you can get the lucky shinies, and adds a lot more value. Because before I was like, why are we getting all these shinies? And I knew people who were transferring shinies, and I was just like, this is wrong. Something's wrong. But then when trading came out, and then, well, trading came out with no luckies, and I was like, trading sucks. But that was before my account got banned. And then once my account got banned and I came back purely organic, I realized how much trading actually fixes the game. Because now you can get the good IV Pokemon, whereas before it was really difficult to get them.
Yeah, they're all crap, huh?
Terrible. 2016, like there was nothing worth keeping that I got in 2016 aside from off scanners.
So you have to cheat to get anything good.
Yeah.
That's what's crazy.
Yeah.
This game has so, like, I don't understand why they don't fix that bug. There's so many bugs, like, kind of money they make. I mean,
there's no excuse for some of the bugs, especially with the money they've made. Like in year one, you could kind of say, okay, Niantic's a little company with little resources, and they're making mistakes along the way. But it still wasn't true then, because they had a $20 million investment from Google and Nintendo. And Google actually came in and played the hero and rescued their servers during all the server crisis that they had. And they used to be a part of Google until Google reorganized their company and made all their smaller companies into their own companies. And that was a big part to do with the fact that they wanted to invest in Niantic specifically. So they had to shed ownership of Niantic and let them go off. But them and Nintendo invested 20 mil. So I'm like, you guys couldn't make Pokemon Go good with 20 mil?
Yeah, really.
I'm pretty sure that 20 mil is about what it would take to make Pokemon Go good. I mean,
it's not an in-depth
pretty
game.
sure
It's pretty basic.
that was enough money. Like, I don't know what 20 mil gets you, but it seems like that would get you a pretty good app. So, and then of course they're, you know, what they're making daily now is like ridiculous. It's like crazy. What they're making yearly is really ridiculous.
Oh yeah.
Top grossing app, you know.
Yeah.
So it's like, you guys, you have enough money to do a better job than this. It's not like Pokemon Go players don't deserve better.
Yeah,
That's a
exactly.
fact. It's not like we don't deserve it. We're good fans.
Exactly.
Real good fans. We spend all the money that you asked us to spend and more.
And I wasn't even a fan of Pokemon. I'm spending money on.
That's what's so crazy. Exactly. And honestly, it's a reputation thing, because Nintendo has a great reputation, Pokemon has a great reputation, and Game Freak has a great reputation because for the last 30 years, they've meticulously maintained top gameplay with one brand. Yeah. And then Pokemon Go comes along and they're like bringing in people who have never even played that brand, and what they're showing to them is total, like, not what Pokemon is. Like Loctite, everything's perfect, it's well balanced. There's never been a balancing change in a Pokemon game. They've never had to rebalance the Pokemon in a Pokemon game. I'm like, this whole idea of like, we're just gonna change the CP on all the Pokemon, like, that's never happened.
Yeah, they really did that too. Yeah,
they've done it twice now.
Yeah.
And they're not small changes, they're significant. So it's just crazy, like, how much they've mishandled the brand, whereas like, I think other entities or companies or people who have gotten the chance to touch that brand hold it with like a reverence, and they're just like, I can't mess this up. I'm working with Pokemon, you know, and they get how big of a deal it is, and these guys just seem like they're ready to quit the job, you know, like halfway through.
Well, it's definitely turning, you know, it's a money grab, but like, it's starting to get that way, it seems.
Oh yeah, did you see what they did in Japan for the QR code events? You could go to McDonald's and buy a qualifying purchase, and then they give you a QR code, and when you unlock that QR code, now you have this crazy gameplay all around. They spawned the letter MC, unknown, for McDonald's. That was one day. The next day was the letter something else for some other brand.
Why do they do that stuff here?
Well, they're literally selling unknown to the highest bidder.
Oh, that's what it is. Oh, I see
yeah,
what you're saying.
they're selling Pokemon. It's never been done before.
Oh, wow,
they're literally saying this Pokemon is so rare in the game to where you can't catch it. But then on top of that, the brand affinity. So now my letter is M and my letter is C. I'm never gonna forget that those are McDonald's. So now they've permanently sold the identity of Pokemon to the highest sponsoring bidder. I'm like, you guys, you're really sucking the soul out of this game over here, you know. But I played that event and it was incredibly fun, and I wasn't even mad about it. But it's the first of its kind. First time that's ever happened.
Here's gonna have like Future Ford on the side and Amazon.
Yeah.
Come on, it's gonna look like one of those NASCARs. It's like, come on.
Yeah. Snorlax is gonna have like the Walmart logo like right across his belly, you know.
That's so stupid.
Gonna have a fat logo, like he's gonna have like face tattoos basically. He's gonna look like a rapper.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I wonder how far they're willing to go now. I mean, I could see it, like buy a Happy Meal and get some unknown spawns. Like, it's not the worst thing to me. I mean, they have raid passes and you pay for legendaries. It's not the worst thing.
Yeah.
But there's realistically no chance that you'll ever catch an unknown in this game without some kind of an event.
I've been here forever playing this. I deliver. This is what I do. I deliver meat to different restaurants around here, and so I have a route where it's all the way from downtown to midtown to South Sac.
It's like, you should have seen it.
I'm everywhere, and I've never seen an unknown in the wild, not once.
Yeah.
I mean,
My Friends in the Bay. You know, you get more in the Bay over there.
Sure, huh?
When the scanners were popping, there was days where they had like 15 in one day.
They had to look at the scanner and find out where it was. I mean, you don't
Yeah.
walk across one. I mean,
Yeah. I only met one person who ever did that, and I had been waiting all night on the scanner and making a video. And then when I finally got the unknown, I drove over to it. I literally camped in my car overnight in a parking lot in Alameda and waited for this thing to spawn. And it spawned like 5 blocks away from me. I knew it was going to be close, you know? That's why I stayed there. And then I get there, and there's this guy who walks up. I'm like freaking out, like catching my first unknown. And then this guy's like, "Did you catch that squiggly Pokemon?" And I'm like, what? Like, yeah, I thought he was trolling me. He's like, "What is it?" And I'm like, "Bro, you just caught an unknown." And he's like, "I never seen that one." I'm like, "Yeah, you're never gonna see it again. Like, that's the rarest thing." He literally had just seen it on the nearby and walked over and got it. But I mean, it was a high spawn rate point. Like 5 had spawned in that point. It was a bowling alley in Alameda, and he walked that way every day at that time. And they spawned at a high rate in that time zone too. So he was just like, you know, the perfect time. So
that reminds me, when the Meltan first came out in the wild, when it was the Ditto, I was out at Capitol Park, and it was early in the morning, like 7 a.m. Oh shit, what's this? And it looked like an unknown.
Yeah.
Oh shit! So I ran. I don't know, 4 or 5 blocks. I get there and I get him. What's this? It turns to a Ditto. I'm like, oh come on, really?
Yeah, that's why
So disappointed.
I stay with my ear to the ground on all the updates on Twitter. Because that way I don't waste my time. Because a lot of times stuff happens and it's nothing. And I'm just like, come on. Streamers, I gotta go. My stream is gonna end. Thank you everybody for watching. It's been a beautiful time. I'm gonna check one more Gastly before we go. All right, it's not a shiny. There you go. Love you all, have a great day. I might see you this evening, possibly not though. And good stream, you guys, good stream. See you next time. Peace.